welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do a little quickie here. This is just a little glider. It's a little bit different, a little bit fun. It popped up on my feed from John Koptenak's channel. John makes a lot of free flight rubber models, and this was a little model he discovered and has put together one from a year ago, and it looked great fun. So I'm going to have a go myself, and basically it's a old-fashioned Regolo hang gliders, the dart shape with the billowed up wings, sails I should say. So I thought I'd have a go. It was designed by Bill Hannon, the famous American free flight designer, back in '72. So it's a 51-year-old plan now. Back in the 70s, these things were the bee's knees as regards hang gliding. So let me show you the plan, and we'll crack on with it. Cheers. So this is what it looks like. This is the full size, and it's made out of 1/16 balsa, which I have a couple of pieces here. 1/16 hard, 1.6 mil is that. So the original sail was made out of tissue, which is very good, but I'm going to have a go at making it out of what I like to use, a very lightweight plastic bag material. This is a nice orange I found. Anyway, it's constructed by 1/16 spars. Now, the only slight challenge I've got, if you like, is how to stick it down. With my other models, I sprayed the spar with contact glue and put it down. That may be an option. Otherwise, I'd have to use white glue. Just for now, I'm going to tape this down so as it's nice and taut as I can get it, and build up the structure. And the structure is started by putting down, I think it was started by putting down the centerpiece. The centerpiece, because John actually built this on his channel. Centerpiece first. The instructions are here. Oh, by the way, downloaded from AutoZone. I'll put a link to the model in the comment section in case you want to build one. There's a little Boswood cage underneath, and then got this funny little drawing of a chap who I'll probably put in. So I'm going to tape the plastic covering down. By the way, just show you this, I've got polythene over the plan to protect it, because obviously I don't want the wood sticking to the plan anywhere. Okay, that's not bad. So the first little stick balsa is going to go in here. I'll cut it over length to start with, then I can tape the stick down onto the surface. And that's a little tip I picked up from John, who's a seriously expert builder. Don't deny it, John. You know you are. Whereas I'm, of course, a total amateur. And then you put in the diagonals. Now the diagonals have got a little taper at the top. They don't actually join, because what you do once you've built it and everything's stuck, you cut the covering off and pull it in, and that produces the excuse me, that produces the nice billow effect, and this angle you cut closes up and should fit perfect. So I'll cut it to that, cut it to fit. Now, you don't glue the top until the cross pieces are installed, but I'll tell you what I will do. I will pre-glue, most important, that joint, because I won't be able to get in there afterwards. So I'll just get some glue into that end grain now. But do you know what? I'm going to have a go with contact glue. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go outside and I'm just going to spray this face and that face, I guess. As long as they're opposites, it doesn't matter. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark each face, just so as I know what's been sprayed and what hasn't. Just put a dot and a dot. So just very lightly, I'm going to use 3M spray. I can hold the end there, can't I? Because that's going to be cut off. So I'll just spray this. Right, just giving that a very light coat of spray adhesive. We put one there, it's to be there and there. Actually, the centre spar needs to be stuck down as well. Again, really getting the head of myself, aren't I? Do that in a moment. There, 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 there. Right, I think John actually used a straight edge to make sure this was nice and straight, but I'll just follow the plan. I know it's straight-ish. Oops, get off, get off. There we go. I'll stick that on it, but it doesn't need it. There we go. This is quick, isn't it? We're going to cut this out now. I think that was right. Yeah. Cut this out, but I leave the center one. Oops, I leave the center one in, and I'll show you what happens next. Of course, if you cover this in tissue, you've got to be ultra careful how you cut it, because it tears. If it tears, then it's game over, really. So you hold the knife down at a really low angle, a sharp knife as well, or razor blade, whatever you fancy. Right, get that off out there for a minute. It seems to have stuck rather good. I'm going to leave the extra bit of balsa on for the minute. Cross piece goes in, but I have to move these in now to accept the glue. As I don't get glue on it, should be okay. You glue the cross piece on, and then this extra is the billows. A little bit on there, not much is required. A little bit of white glue in there. Right. Now I'm going to bring that into there. This goes on the top like that, in the middle. John's video, by the way, is a series of photographs and explanations, just as good as video. Okay, slightly over length there, but I think if I just move it down slightly. Right, I'll put two little weights on there and we'll let that set. And I'll probably end up cutting off this part cage so I can get on with it. Back in a minute. I need two side frames, and they're made out of 1/16 balsa to this little design here, and then there's a couple of cross pieces to hold it all together. I'll try doing it with super glue, because then I can get one off, get the other one on. Again, I'll cut these over length to start, then I can cut them and hold it down properly. If they're over length, I can put pins in and what have you. Just look at making sure so that cut is straight up from there. That cut is straight up from there. You just pin that down, because that will hold it nice and tight and I can press against it. There we are. They're all the same length. So it's 2 for the next kit, 2 for now. So that will go in there. That will go in there. And then we need a bottom piece. The diagonal hang bar frame. Okay, there's one side frame made. I'll make the other one now, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, both sides are built. I'm not quite sure I'm going to do this, so I've just put that there like that, because I've got to fit the cross pieces, and they're quite small. There's one. It's got to go in there, and then one at the front, and then the slightly longer ones go in the top. Wasn't it? Top ones are longer, yeah. It's just spacers, and they'll glue to the frame eventually. Come on. I'll just let that kind of set a little bit. Certainly a pretty quick build, isn't it? Bit of fun. Okay then, let's let that dry. That's going to take a couple of hours, and then we'll come back and see what we got. So I've coloured the little man in, and I'm just cutting him out. Got a funny little square hat. Giving him a moustache as well. His arms are separate, so as you can sort of glue them onto the hang bar and make it look like he's holding on. So I'll cut out the other side and glue his body together, I suppose, and see how we're getting on with the model. See how it's drying. Okay, I think this is the final assembly. Here's the little fella. There we are. I've got separate arms so I can try and get hold of the frame. So let's have a look. Take that one, take that one, take that one, take that one. That's just trimmed right down there like that. Trim those off at the required length, which is there, and on this side there. Okay, there's the there's the finished hang glider. Tissue would probably crease a little bit better into the sticks up like that, but I think it'll fly just the same. So now I've got to set the man, and he goes, his legs dangle down. Get hold of him. He goes in there. I put an extra piece of paper between his legs to try and stiffen him up a little bit. He grips hold. The legs are quite vulnerable, but if I can, he's got dangling quite a bit on the plan, but I thought to pick him up a little bit. John Coptonac had to add a little bit of tail weight, if my memory serves correctly. Okay, let's just turn you around and, well, mind you, I'd say it might need a bit of tail glue, a tail weight. John just said just drop it, so oops. Let me go and work it out, guys, and see where we need some weight, and then we'll have a go in the front room or something. It's way too windy outside, but it looks like a Rogular wing, doesn't it? Okay, see you in a minute. Right, watch this. Here we go. Can't go outside, it's blowing a gale. Here we go. Flies very slowly. Let's try again. Oh, you can see me in the mirror launching. Excellent. Here we go. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. So, oops. Oh, hold on. I might be able to go outside later. We'll give it a go. But I say that was a success. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Now, you couldn't do that if you tried, could you? It's balancing. There we go then, guys. The Bill Hannon designed hang glider inspired me to build by John Koptenak. I'll link to his video as well. He also shows how to build it, probably better, a lot better than I did, but by way of photographs and captions. But the best part about John's video is right at the end, he glides it off down the garden, which I can't do today because A, we're in a bungalow, and B, it's blowing quite hard outside. But you saw how well it glides, so great fun. So thanks for watching. You've seen the build, you've seen the maiden, all in one video. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys. Bye. Oh, by the way, I needed a little bit of tail weight as well. Just a little tiny blob of plasticine or something. Blue tack, I think I used. Okay, guys. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Cheers.